Hey guys, Happy New Year. Hope you had a good New Year and a good holiday and or Christmas, whatever you want to call it. Just hope you had a good time in December and had a good New Year, and that you're hopefully now enjoying 2014. As of recording this, it's January 6th, and I know what you're probably thinking. Where the fuck is the SSX reviews? The past two videos I put up, thanks to someone kindly stating to me, had no fucking audio, and I realised the problem. It's because I recorded the video with the webcam with my eyesight camera through YouTube, and on both of them it said add music. So I'm thinking, okay, what the fuck? Why would I need to add music? So I didn't think anything of it. But when I checked them, they had fucking audio. But then this guy was telling me, oh, there's no audio. Look at them, you know. So I looked at them, and there's no audio. It's just me going. So, apart from the title, you wouldn't fucking know that I was talking about SSX, or I could have been talking about Mumbo fucking I could have been talking about fucking voodoo witchcraft. But, whatever. So, basically, the reviews are coming. I'm currently editing the third game, and I'm working on the script for the fourth one. They will hopefully be up by this month. Sorry that I didn't get them done last month. Just overwhelmed of Christmas shit and stuff, and just lots to fucking do. I had a knuckle down at college, and I got to go into college tomorrow, in fact, because apparently some of my work was wrong and I need to correct it. So, yeah, I just want to do this video because I'm excited for 2014. New year, fresh start. I'm very happy. Not that last year was sad or anything. It was up and down most of the time, but it was a good year overall. And so I have really 6 games I'm really looking into this year. I think I'm doing a top 5 and then honourable mention of 1, but I thought, fuck it, let's just do 6. So, in order of 6 to 1, these are the games I'm most looking forward to. And spoiler alert, well, there's no real spoiler, but basically, I'm going to be buying my number 2 and number 1 this year. And the other 4, I'm not 100. Some of them aren't 100% guaranteed for this year because there's no real release date, but they probably will be coming out this year. They look pretty finished from what I've seen. So let's get the ball rolling. Number 6 coming up now. That was gay. Sorry. Let's start it. Here we go. Okay, so I don't really have a script for any of these, but you're just going to see the picture of the game, so you obviously know what it is by now. But yeah, Drive Club. Looked very impressive. I wasn't going to lie. I was actually surprised for a driving game. Because, I mean, since Gran Turismo 3, I really haven't cared for the Gran Turismo franchise. 4 was okay, but I was kind of like, yeah, I don't want to play this series anymore. 5 is a complete travesty, apparently. And I've played a tiny bit of 6, because my dad got a PS3 recently. There was a deal going on during Christmas, but that's not the point. And it's okay, but it's not what it used to be. They've turned it in, you know. Gran Turismo, it's changed. I mean, it's not really a huge change, but the changes that have been made, I just didn't like and care for, so I'm kind of done with it. And to be honest, I'm done with racing games in general. I never really liked them in the first place. Gran Turismo was just a fun thing for me and my dad to do, and it was kind of like father-son bonding, like, you know, whatever. Who gives a shit? But we played it together. It was a game we could both play together. And it really was why we got PlayStation, to be honest. But, like I said, lately, Gran Turismo has not been doing so hot. It's just, eh. But Drive Club has surprisingly got my interest. I was actually surprised how interested I was. Now, as you can see, it's not as interesting as the other 5 because I put it number 6. I was debating between the next game and this one, but I thought, you know what, no. Next game looks a bit cooler. Like I said, not a big driving game person, but I'm very interested in this. I've seen gameplay, and I'm surprisingly excited. And my friend Ben, he hasn't got a PS4, but he's literally deciding whether this year or next he will get one, maybe. On this game. He's judging PS4 on this game. So for the sake of that, he's probably messaging me. For the sake of that, I want this game to be good. And I am not going to be getting it day one, but I might get it Christmas time when it's gone down in price. And, you know, it's supposed to come out, it was supposed to come out on the launch, got delayed till about March. It's January now. So it should be a few months. I'll be interested to see what the reviews and gameplay is like and see what people are doing. It's a very social online racer. So if me and Ben do get it, we can have a lot of fun on it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the new franchise for Sony. It's from the same people who did MotorStorm, which I never played, but apparently was very cool. So I'm very much interested in Drive Club. I'll wait for the reviews and wait for it to go down in price before I buy it. But it does look very interesting. So yeah, number 6, Drive Club. Okay, so yeah, following up with another PlayStation 4 exclusive, they're really trying to push PS4 exclusives the first year they're coming out. With Killzone and Knack already, which are decent games, but Drive Club and this game, Infamous Second Son, being my number 5, look much more impressive personally. It's a shame that Infamous couldn't be there because they were still working on it, but Drive Club, my bloody brother, Drive Club could have, but it had to be delayed a few months. But anyway, Infamous Second Son. Really, what to say about it? It just looks cool, fun and cool. Just incredible, absolutely incredible. I never played any of the other Infamouses, but I was always interested. I watched a little bit on them. I was like, yeah, this is kind of cool, but I didn't have a PS3, so I couldn't play them. So I just didn't get that interested in them. But now I've got a PS4, and I was gonna get a PS4. I got more and more interested in this, and for what I'm seeing, it looks very fun. Very, very fun. I don't know if I'll get it day one, like Drive Club. Like the first 3 of this list, like 6, 5, and 4, I might not get day one, but I will definitely be interested in picking them up at some point. Probably at Christmas time when they're in discounts and stuff. But Infamous looks very cool. Story, don't know much about it. Yeah, but it looks very cool. Number 4 is The Evil Within. Now, I didn't know a huge amount about this game, but it was shown off at E3 apparently, which I never saw it, because I thought it'd be on the conferences and stuff, but actually it's just a game they showed on stage. A stage demo is what they call it, where they just, like, the same with Rage, they just sit down with like, IGN or whoever and show off the game, but they didn't do, they just showed off these gameplays demos for E3. So, The Evil Within. Now, I did not know this man's name prior to this, but I did a little bit of research and found out Shinji Mikami, I think it is. I think that's how you pronounce it or say it. Shinji is his real name. It's his first name anyway. He is the guy that originally created Resident Evil. And the way that Resident Evil's going, he pretty much fucked off. He did 4, I believe. I believe he definitely did the first 3. He definitely did, I think, he did definitely the first one. And then I think he did, now don't quote me on this because I don't know exactly, but I think he did 2, 3 in Code Veronica, and he might have done 4. At very most, he might have done 5, but I don't think he was at all associated with 6. I think he left during the production of that, because I've played, where is it? I can't show you anyway, but it's a picture, but I have it, and it was £8 or whatever. I have literally played it for maybe 20 minutes, for 30 minutes, at most an hour, and I have no fucking want to play anymore. And I'm playing apparently the best campaign being Leon's. So he fucked off. He didn't want to do it anymore. He thought Capcom was eating a dick and shit, going, we want to make a Call of Duty. Don't make a Call of Duty. The controls feel like shit. Even I'll admit that, and I'm a Resident Evil fan. I hate Resident Evil 6. But he set up his own studio. I think it's called Tango Gameworks or something like that. He's the CEO of the company. He set up his own thing, kind of like Vince Zampella did with Respawn, who are making now Titanfall. He set up his own company, and he had the idea to make a new horror game. And he's using id Tech 5, which is the same engine used on Rage, which gets a thumbs up from me because I think Rage looked fucking fantastic. And I can definitely see that it's the same engine. It definitely looks Rage-esque. It's the best way for me to describe it. That's a new word, I think. I don't even know if that's a real word. But whatever. It looked like Rage, kind of. Very horror, very dark, very psychological. Kind of like Outlast if it had a big budget. It's in a mental asylum and stuff in Japan. I think you're a cop and some shit goes nuts and crazy. And it's psycho. It's a mental institute. You know, there's going to be a lot of crazy shit. And my fucking Facebook's just gone again. So it looks very, very cool, as I've said probably for the other few games. But there was a couple of moments that actually creeped me out. I was like, oh fuck. It's like, imagine if this was Dead Space meets Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4, and Code Veronica. Kind of. But more 4 really. But this looks very interesting. I'm gonna wait for the reviews on this one. Like I said, 4, 5, and 6 definitely waiting for reviews and possibly discounts. But I'm hoping this is good. It looks fantastic. The 14-minute demo I saw sold me almost. I mean, I'm literally like that close to buying it. But the fact is, the other 3, I'm just so looking forward to, especially 1 and 2, that I just won't have the money. So yeah. That number 4 is The Evil Within. All along the watchtower. Bow, bow, bow. I might get off a copyright now. Great. Thanks, YouTube. Anyway, jokes all over. Wolfenstein: The New Order looks fucking amazing. I am so excited for this game. Like, really, if it wasn't for the other two games, it'd be my most anticipated. Out of all the id Software key franchises, and I mean like the top three being Doom at probably number one, then debatably Wolfenstein or Quake. I mean, Quake is my least favourite, but I still enjoy it. But Wolfenstein was always second best out of the three, in my opinion. Doom obviously being my favourite. If Doom 4 was announced, none of these other games would fucking matter. Just saying. All these fucking games wouldn't matter. Maybe 1, 2, and 3, being this one and the next two, maybe I'd buy, but Doom 4 I'd be putting all my fucking money into. I'm sorry, it just did. But Wolfenstein: The New Order looks very, very promising. Very, very good. And I'm going to be waiting for reviews on it. Because like I said, I'm putting all my money on 2 and 1. But at the same time, very, very highly anticipating this game. Looks fantastic. It's an alternative reality. It's what would have happened if the Nazis actually won World War II. It takes place in the 60s, but it's a parallel universe. BJ Blazkowicz, haha BJ, is leading I think it's a revolution. He's like trying to overthrow the Nazi government who have taken over pretty much the entire world. In the trailers you've probably seen, they've taken over the White House. They've got America. They're on the moon first. They have the Abbey Hill. I think it's that Abbey Road album from the Beatles, but with Nazis walking across it. So they've taken over Britain and America in this, definitely. They've taken over probably the world. So this is what would have happened if we lost the war. And it looks fantastic. Like the tone is dark, but at the same time hopeful. What I saw of the gameplay, I've only seen 2 minutes, but it looks fantastic. They're introducing these mech suits and shit that look phenomenal. That seems to be a theme this year, like mech suits with Titanfall and this game. But anyway, it looks fantastic. And I looked up what else this company's done, because it's not id Software doing it, it's Machine Games. And I'm sure there's developers in there that have made other games, but the company themselves, I looked up, haven't actually made a game before. Which half had me worried and half had me hopeful, because it's a fresh developer who's never made a game. They've said they're very big fans of Wolfenstein 3D and Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and even the Raven Software one, which I didn't think was terrible, just kind of a bit slow. But it wasn't a terrible game. They said they were huge fans, and they're privileged that id Software gave them the rights to this franchise. The only reason id Software is credited is because they made Wolfenstein 3D. Same for the other games. That's the only reason they're credited, because they give it to other developers. The only game they've made in the series is the original Wolfenstein 3D. So looks phenomenal. Based in the 60s. I was like, I wonder what these guys are going to bring to the table. Is there going to be anything unique? And I saw one thing that immediately made me think these guys, if they can have more ideas like this, are not only going to be great at making Wolfenstein, they're going to be great at making other games if they ever move on to anything else. There's a weapon in the game. You can cut holes in metal. And this guy was on this like walkway, and there was a like metal grating covering the handrails, and he cut a little hole and he was able to shoot through them. You can make your own cover and shit with that. If there's more shit kind of creative like that, this is going to be one of the best, if not the best shooter of this year. It's just hands down going to be. It looks phenomenal, this game. I am so excited for it. I just hope it's a good game, and I hope Machine Games can do a good job. I have faith in them. I think they're going to do a great job. I mean, we saw what Double Helix did with Killer Instinct last year. We all thought it was going to be shit. All they've ever done is movie license games, which have been terrible. But they've been very passionate fighting game fans, and they were trusted the franchise, and apparently they've delivered. I don't know whether it's the best Killer Instinct. I have never played Killer Instinct, any of them, but it looks phenomenal. It looks like a great fighting game. So yeah, very excited for Wolfenstein: The New Order. On to number 2. It is our destiny. Now, I don't know if there's going to be any character like that, but Destiny. Holy shit. I was very surprised by this. Now, I'm not a Bungie fan. I've never been a big Halo guy. I jumped into Halo 3. I heard it was phenomenal. Saw it for a tenner, brand new. I picked it up. I was like, what the hell? It was a very good game. Didn't really care for the campaign or Master Chief, but the multiplayer was pretty fun. Wasn't a bad game. I got Halo Reach for Christmas, I think the same year, because Halo Reach was coming out. and I got the surprise. I was surprised because my brother told me stupidly, "Oh, our aunt's got you Halo," and she gave him the shittiest look ever. But I was still surprised on the day because I didn't expect it to be I think it's the limited edition, which came with the diary and some in-game stuff, and my Facebook's just gone off again. I was very surprised still, but Halo Reach was very good. In my opinion, the best Halo game for single player. Halo 4 very good for multiplayer, but single player I wasn't that bothered about. Master Chief just bores me as a character. I just don't care for him. There was more character in 4 to be fair, and I do say good job to 343. The series is definitely in the right hands, but I just, apart from multiplayer, I really didn't care for Halo 4. I did finish it, but anyway. Destiny, the new Bungie game. The reason they probably wanted to leave Microsoft and go and do their own thing. This is their first new game. It looks like they've been working on it behind Microsoft's back, or at least they've been working on it whilst doing Reach. Definitely. Wow, looks fantastic. I cannot wait for Destiny. Looks incredible. There's rain outside now. Looks incredible. Hours of gameplay by the looks of it. It looks like all these games that I've ever wanted to play that I thought were okay, but good. It has the Halo look. It's Bungie. It has the Borderlands feel. Didn't care for Borderlands. Thought it was boring and repetitive. As long as this isn't boring and repetitive and has a good story behind it, unlike Borderlands, I'm sure it'll be fucking good. Looks great. Not only can you go on Earth, you can go around galaxies. I've seen gameplay on the fucking moon. Oh my god, this game just looks like FPS, RPG, MMO heaven. It's like World of Warcraft meets Halo meets Borderlands. Which I've never cared for World of Warcraft, but the idea and the concept of leveling up and doing quests I like. I do play a bit. I played a bit of DC Universe on my PS4. I'm enjoying it. It's pretty fun. It's a free game, so I was like, whatever. Halo I've always liked, but I always felt it could have been better. And Borderlands I liked, but I got bored of it very quickly, and it was very repetitive, and the story I didn't care for. So if the story, it's not boring. If the story's good, it's not boring, and it lasts me a while, I'll be more than happy with this game. The graphics look fantastic. Not anything amazing, like, oh my god, next gen, but it still looks very good and very improved over current gen. But not a huge, oh my god, eye-popping 1080p. I mean, it's probably 1080p, but it doesn't look like James Cameron's Avatar. Oh my god, CG, like shit, you know. But it looks very cool. Definitely gonna be picking this up. Apparently, the game will last you 10 years. Now, from what I'm hearing, it's not the game itself is going to last you 10 years. They're either going to come out. I've heard rumors. It's either they're going to give you DLC, which will add up to 10 years. So they'll probably give you a big DLC every year, or 2 big DLCs every year. So it's going to cost a lot, unfortunately. But if the game's good, I will be more than happy to pay for it. Like they've done with Borderlands DLC. I mean, people like that. There was 4 or 5 for Borderlands 2. And 4 or 5 for Borderlands 1. So I'm sure as long as the content is good and worth getting, I will happily pay for the DLC, as long as I like the game, of course. Trying to think what else. And also the other thing was they do this game, then they do DLC next year, and then the year after they do another game. My opinion, just do DLC. Just do DLC for £10, £20. Be fine by me. If you give me plenty of content, bang for my buck, or the bang for my buck, what could I say? Pleasure for my pound. That kind of sounds dirty. Pleasure for my pound, then. I'll be more than happy to pay for the DLC. Although this is Activision that's publishing it, and they have been known to strip and rip the everlasting fuck out of franchises. Looking at you, Call of Duty. How many fucking more map packs do we need? But anyway, not going to get into a rant on Call of Duty. This is a happy time. So, Destiny looks fantastic, but unfortunately, there is one more game that at first I didn't give a shit about, and I am counting down the days. Number 1, here we go. So yeah, Watch Dogs. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Watch Dogs? I mean, it looks good, don't get me wrong, but why Watch Dogs? Well, number 1, never really cared for Ubisoft. The only game I really didn't mind from them was the King Kong game, which I still stand as probably the best movie license game I've played. Very cool. Much more survival horror than Resident Evil 5 and 6. I can promise you that. Never cared for Assassin's Creed. Just the whole series, never been a fan. I played it for 10 minutes. It wasn't terrible. That's Facebook. It wasn't terrible by any means. I just never had... It just wasn't my cup of tea. Just wasn't for me. Didn't care for it. Not that it's bad. Just never had an interest, really. That's just me. Splinter Cell, never cared for. Stealth games in general, never really cared for. What else does Ubisoft do? Rayman, never been, others and stuff. But Ubisoft has never been a company I've been like, oh my god. I've like E3. I've never watched the Ubisoft conference. I really stay away from the EA one because it's mostly just fucking sports. It's like Madden, FIFA, NHL, NBA Live, just all these fucking sports games that I don't give a fuck about. But anyway, Ubisoft, never cared for them as a company, never. And when this originally was showing off, Watch Dogs, everyone was saying, oh my god, Watch Dogs, look at Watch Dogs. This was like 2-3 years ago. I watched it, I was like, eh. Oh, you can hack into shit. Great, whatever, That's how I felt about it back then. I was like, okay, fine. But this E3, they showed off some real good shit. Real good shit. Like, they showed off him rescuing T-Bone, Aiden Pearce getting T-Bone. Oh, pardon me. They showed off Aiden Pearce getting T-Bone. What else did they do? The 14-minute gameplay demo on YouTube. I have watched so many goddamn times now. And this thing at the Sony review in the PS4. When I saw that, that was the point I was like, okay, this looks very interesting. E3 impressed me even more, and I was like, I'm this close to possibly buying this. And then I saw the 14-minute gameplay demo. I was like, fuck it, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. It's like a day one purchase for me. I have to fucking get this. And not only that, I'm getting the Vigilante edition, which is an exclusive edition at Game and GameStop. So if you're in the UK, search for game.co.uk and type in Watch Dogs Vigilante edition. It's on everything. It's on Wii U, Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, and Xbox One, and PC. So don't you fucking worry. You're going to be able to play this game on anything. Everyone's like, oh, is it a PlayStation exclusive? No, it's on everything. So don't fucking worry. If you have any console that's last generation, this generation, or a PC, you can play this game. Don't fucking worry. Okay, obviously with specs and shit on PC, but, if you're a PC gamer, you already knew that. I'm not personally a PC gamer. I just know that because I do computers. I do IT at college. Anyway, I'm getting the Vigilante edition. The game would have cost me £50 on PS4. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go all out. I want to get them an expensive edition of this game. I saw how much the DedSec edition was. It's £90 on Amazon or £100 at Game. And what they're offering doesn't really appeal to me. They got a figurine of Aiden Pearce. That's kind of cool, but it just get dusty for me. I'm not really going to bother, unless it's in a box, obviously. These like badges, I don't fucking give a shit about badges. These augmental cards, like you turn it upside down, there's like a hologram of Aiden Pearce. Don't interest me. Art book was very interesting, and the soundtrack very interesting. A map of Chicago, did not give a fuck. It's like, unless they're gonna make me have to pay for DLC to access a fucking map in game, which is bullshit if that is the case. I hope they fucking haven't, but by the looks of it, they aren't. I think the map's in the fucking corner anyway. So. But yeah, I'm just blown away by this. It's the fact that I don't even like sandbox games. This is what's surprising to me. I don't like sandbox games like GTA and Saints Row. Never cared for them, really. I play them for a bit, get bored 20 minutes, I'm done. But this shit is, you go on missions like every other sandbox game. You can do side missions or you can free roam, like every other sandbox game. But the thing is, there is so much shit to do in this world. I love the setting of Chicago. Chicago's been a place that's always interested me. So already I was like, I'm interested. Chicago, fantastic. Then we have Aiden Pearce. Very likable character. And the backstory I've read sounds fucking interesting and intriguing. The CTOS looks like a very good villain, like an organization. And the fact that Aiden can hack anything is unbelievable. You can interact with anything in the environment pretty much that has the lines and the white lines and shit that you can see on the picture probably. The fact that he looks so fucking cool is amazing. The fact that you can stop potential victims from being harmed and cars, oh my god, I'm just blown up. So many hours of content, and plus I get an extra hour on PlayStation 4, which has blown me away. Then I'm getting the Vigilante edition, which I know you're probably wondering what the fuck is in it, if you're curious. I do get the soundtrack, which by the sounds of what I've heard from the game demos, it sounds a really good soundtrack, so I'm definitely looking forward to listening to that and putting that on my phone and shit. My brother's laughing next door. What else is there? I get the iconic Aiden Pearce cap, because I need my fashion, I need to get my clothes from games and shit, but it looks really cool. And I get the mask as well. fantastic. I get a lot of in-game stuff like exclusive vehicles, I think, or vehicles easy to get to. ATM hack boosts whenever I hack someone's bank account and go to an ATM machine. I'll get like 20% extra money instead of what I would have got. That helped me out. I get an exclusive game thing if I pre-order, which is you look like you're from 1920 Chicago, and I get the Chicago typewriter, also known as the Tommy gun or the Thompson with a drum mag. Oh my god, I'm going to use that. It just looks wow. Like, and literally, I can be a real-life Spider-Man. A real-life vigilante. Going and stopping crime. It's like detective. It's like LA Noire meets Grand Theft Auto meets Saints Row meets. I'm trying to think of a game that had hacking. I was going to use a bad example there, Mind Jack. Ugh, no, but oh my god, just all these elements thrown together. It looks fantastic. Like I said, first never cared for it. Didn't really give a shit. It was another Ubisoft game. I was like, eh. But the more and more I looked into it, I was blown the fuck away. And we haven't got a release date for this. It was supposed to come out in November, and trust me, if that had happened, Killzone Shadowfall, I wouldn't have even bothered. I wouldn't have even fucking bothered. All my money and all my poker chips, as they say, I'd be all in on Watch Dogs and then maybe Knack. But they didn't have it. It was delayed. It was unfortunate. But I'd rather the game be delayed and work and not be glitchy as little as... Sorry. Let me try and word myself. And have as few glitches as possible. I'm sorry, I'm just very excited. About this, very few glitches and bugs and issues. Look how fucking Battlefield turned out. Battlefield 4. I fucking hate that. It's unbelievable. It's not finished. It's not fucking finished. The game was just barely done, like enough that it would fucking sometimes work. God knows how many times it's crashed on me. It crashed on me every 5-10 minutes when I got it on the first day. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. There is no way that anyone should be allowed to settle a game in that state. In fact, EA have been sued by 2 people. I don't know if it's been success or not, but they should fucking be success. I mean, would you buy a game like that, EA? Brand new, barely fucking functioning, falling through the map. If it was an independent game, I'd understand. There's like 2-3 people working on the fucking thing. You have DICE with over 300 probably people. No fucking way. I'm sorry. But anyway, Watch Dogs looks fantastic. Looks incredible. I'm going to have so many hours of fun on it. Looks amazing. And I'm going to buy the Vigilante Edition. And if anyone would like to see an unboxing of the Vigilante Edition and see how cool I look in Aiden Pierce's mask and hat, which I won't look cool anyway because I'm not cool. Anyway, that is what I will do if you want. Just leave a comment or something saying, yeah, do an unboxing. I'm curious. The only way to get these special editions, though, is if you pre-order. So if you're really wanting one of these editions, you've got to pre-order it, unfortunately. But the game looks fantastic. I cannot wait for it. And there hasn't been a release date, but as soon as there is a release date released, I'm pre-ordering this game. I have my money from Christmas ready for this and Destiny. And I'm going to go on a shopping spree this year. Well, with 2 games, but you know what I mean. There's no special editions for Destiny at the moment. If there is and I've got the money, I might get it though, but I'm focusing on Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs looks fucking incredible, and I cannot wait. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a good year. Let me know what game you're most looking forward to this year, and if any of these are, like, you'd rank differently. But, yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.